Coming to the second phase. So in the second phase, it's a design and the planning phase. Now you have an idea about your whole research. So what you're going to do, where you're going to do, when you're going to do, so all that. So what will be the expected outcome of the research? So you will have a clear idea about what it is. Now in the design phase, again, you have a 5-step. You have to select the research design. You have to identify the population and design the sampling plan. Then finalizing and review your research plan. Then you do a pilot study before you get into the larger sample. So when you do the preparing the research design, so it's an overall plan to obtain answer for your research question. Okay. So how you select your research design is the based on your conceptual framework. So how you're going to address the problem statement, your research problem. Okay. So based on that, you select the research design. That is one. Then the time available for the research. Okay. So if only the 3 months period is given, you cannot go for the longitudinal type of research. So the time available, the cost factor relating to the research. So all these things made you to select the various research designs. So here you have, in the research designs, you have experimental, non-experimental research designs. So these experimental and non-experimental research design comes under your quantitative research design. And you have qualitative research design and analytical research design. I'm not going deep into it. I just tell you what is the difference between these three. Okay. So in the experimental research design, when you say the experiment, you are going to give some treatment and you are going to experiment it. Okay, whether it's effective or not. Okay, it's experimental research design based on 3 things. The basic is manipulation, randomization, and control. Okay, these 3 are the basic things. In the experimental research design, you manipulate the independent variable. Manipulate the independent variable means, suppose if you are giving ultrasound, what you do is you just choose the pulse mode. Okay, for one group you choose the pulse mode, one group you choose the continuous mode. So that is your manipulating the independent variable. That is your manipulation. Then coming to the control, you must have a control group. Okay, so you can have a control group. Then randomization. So the subject needs to be selected randomly. Okay, the 3 things needs to be satisfied when you call the research design as the experimental one, true experimental design. So in the true experimental design, again you have a post-test only control design. You will take post-test alone. So pre-test, post-test control, Solomon 4 group design, factorial, randomized block design, crossover design. So we'll select one of this based on your need and purpose of the study. So in the true experimental design, we'll have randomization, control, and manipulation of the independent variable. Then coming to the quasi-experimental design, you will have a manipulation of the independent variable, but either randomization or control will be compromised, but one will be there. Okay, along with manipulation, either randomization or control variables will be there, but mainly the randomization, most of the time the randomization will not be done. Then coming to the pre-experimental design, we use this pre-experimental design for a pilot study. Okay, here manipulation will be there, both the randomization and control, both the things will not be there. So this is about the experimental research design. In the non-experimental research design, it's purely a descriptive study. Okay, you are not experimenting anything. Okay, you just observe what's happening in the population. What's the opinion of this? So suppose if they are exposed to this particular chemical, whether they get any restrictive lung disease or not. Just you observe. You don't give any treatment. Okay, so that comes under non-experimental research designs. Okay, then you have a qualitative research design, any phenomenological research, ethnographic research, that is purely deal with the population. You just give the phenomena and you just find out what is the people view on this phenomena. And ethnographic research is how the particular group of people behave, and any grounded theories, case studies, historical research, all comes under qualitative research designs. So if you're doing any novel research, you can very well go with the qualitative research designs. By doing this, you just fix a theory, you just ground a theory. Then after doing the qualitative research, you can slowly switch on to the quantitative research, that is the experimental research. Then analytical research, that analytical is you just you just take the already published data, that is systematic reviews, meta-analysis, all that. So that is analytical research. So based on the need and the objective of the study, you need to precisely select your research design. Okay. Then coming to the population, you have the target population and the accessible population. So the population is a complete set of elements, that is a person or object. They have a equal chance to participate in the study. So from the population, you derive the sample size. Okay, so that is the basic one. So in the population itself, you have the target and accessible population. So the target population is, if I say the knee pain patient, that is the whole population. So my target population is, I select the person, those who have ACL injury, knee pain caused due to the ACL injury. That is my target population. I still narrow down. Okay, the patient with knee pain is a big, and I narrow down my topic to the ACL injury. So that is the target population. So the patient with the ACL injury, knee pain with the ACL injury. Then the accessible population is the portion of the target population I take, maybe limited to any region or state or city or some institution or particular clinic. So I just fix. So that is the my accessible population.